Coach, we're just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at New Era Field in Orchard Park, New All right, Coach, from the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go, kill. Here we go, 47.
Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here we go, wide 80.
Second down, Prescott. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Noah Brown, the Ohio State man, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
4 down. Here we go, wide 80.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Here we go, 46.
Throwing, Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. So opening drive, 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, and the ball should be there. And then they can do some work afterwards.
4 down. Even.
Here we go, wide 80. 41's the will.
Shift.
Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
Keep playing hard.
Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Here we go, 47. Hey, 47.
Wide. Get wide.
26.
On second down, it's McCoy. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Guys, double tight. 4 down.
Here we go, wide 80. Here we go, 46.
56, Mike, 56.
26.
Here's Prescott. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Here we go, 47.
36.
Here we go, count. Here we go, 1.
First down, Prescott. And the ball is knocked out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Gun!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So Mike's number 1, Mike's Leopard! Leopard! Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And this is a rocket pulled in by Cooper, complete. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Over!
A 1st down throw, Darnold. That is caught at the 7. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Over! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Check 9. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Darnold from the gun. And this is incomplete. Chris Moore was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, Incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
They'll give it to him up the middle, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Darren Lee there to get him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here go 46. Shit.
This give is to McCoy. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Here's Prescott. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. But likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And getting our first update now from Nashville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Over!
On second down, Darnold. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And that'll make it third down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Over.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney. Take four. Watch it now, Barney.
On first down, it's Darnold. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Watch it now, Barney. Watch it now, Barney. Cut.
2nd down and 10, Darnold. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Lucky 56. Over.
Darnold to throw again. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And caught by Cooper. Touchdown, Jets. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Bailey now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Bills. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Here we go, 46.
4 down.
46.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll pitch it out to McCoy. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Has a lot of beef thundering downfield off of the toss play, and it takes me back to when I was a kid and watching USC play. Remember the old toss that they ran? They used to call it student body right or student body left because everyone was out in front of the ball carrier. In fact, one of their favorite plays, it was called rose stem right or rose stem left, depending on the formation, 28 toss. And 28 toss was their bread and butter.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Shift.
Here we go, get out. Here we go, 180.
Check, Mike.
26.
Prescott now on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ramsey. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Get out. Here we go, 46. 26.
Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
That one goes for 24 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
You got 3 down.
Here we go, 180.
Shift.
Here we go, 47.
Out.
26.
A give to McCoy. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Gun. Here we go, 180.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. In for the score. And the Bills draw a bit closer.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
Elliott now to kick this one away. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward?
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
Here we go, 47. Start there, over here. Start there. 26.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Double tight. 3 down.
Here we go, 180.
Mike's 54.
Here we go, 46.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 47, 47. 26.
10th carry now for McCoy. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Baby, get him, boys. Get him, boys.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
He's coming, double up. Hey, watch edge, watch edge.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Hey, 47. Here we go. Wide 80.
They'll try and run forward with McCoy. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Here we go. Kill.
Kill.
Here we go.
On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves.
And caught by Cooper. He's got a Jets touchdown. Amari Cooper with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. Bailey got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
Prescott on 1st down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Tight left. Hey, we are.
Hey, here we go. 180. 180.
Prescott. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Swing to the field, right. To the right.
Tight end right. Hey. 4 down.
Here we go. 180. Switch and A.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Over!
Darnold on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Mike 1.
No. Check. Patriot.
You ain't doing nothing today.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. Flush to his right. Crowder's got it over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A nice gain of 21 yards. And he spikes it to stop the clock, and now if they choose, they'll have a chance at maybe a long field goal try here just before the break.
Please contact our guest service ambassador for information.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Elliott now to kick this one away. Now it's Crowder. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And now out come the Jets. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Alert 3. Over.
On 1st down, Darnold. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double and triple him. Do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here's Darnold now on second down. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. On first and 10, Darnold is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Amari Cooper, 37 yards. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Gun. Here we go.
2nd down, Prescott. He's going to launch this thing into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ringo. Hey, let's get that ball, dude. Watch you now, Barney. Watch you now, Barney.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Hauled in by Anderson, left side.
Check safety.
23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Detroit! Watch you now, Barney. Hey, switch. Gun! Detroit!
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
He'll get it up the middle. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney. Barney!
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So that one is his third of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Bills. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Start there. Here we go.
They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
I got 86.
Here we go. 46.
One step.
Here we go. Wide 80.
Watch twist.
Gun.
Mike's 5-4, Mike.
Now Prescott. Spinning past him. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The Bills on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Watch tight. Tight ends right.
Here we go. Wide 80.
We got 4.
Here we go. 47. 26.
To throw is Prescott. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
47.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Prescott now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
47.
They'll run it with McCoy. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Watch tight end. Tight right.
Now Prescott. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Bills on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Single receiver.
Here we go. Wide eight. Gun.
Prescott now. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46. 26.
This is McCoy. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
Check three.
On 2nd down, Collins. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Here's Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Here we go. Wide 80.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got the hook up to Lee. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Swing to the field, right. To the right.
Tighten up. Check 43.
26.
On 1st and goal, Collins. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
McCoy, the lone man in the backfield on 2nd and goal.
47.
26. Check 26.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Hey, boys, here we go. Wide, ain't it? Here we go, 46. 36.
Throwing, Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Watch twist.
And they'll run it with McCoy. And he will be stopped short of the end zone as they mark him out at the 3. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. And now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless, take care of the ball on the way out.
Here's Darnold to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Crash. Boom. That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney.
Darnold from the gun. Throw left side complete. That's Anderson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
You don't want no problems. You don't want no problems with me.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Watch him now, Barney.
Hey, turn it up. Here we go, O. Here we go, O.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 more there and another 1st down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And an alley to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Here's Darnold. And Cooper's got a big game going. That's complete again. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I
check,
came up in a
Patriot,
different era
Patriot.
and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people are thinking about fantasy
Watch it
points
now,
and
Barney,
getting their
Barney.
numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Back to throw, Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock
All
and
right,
get
now,
a
lucky
win.
56,
But as many
lucky
people
56.
pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Bills getting set to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Out.
Here we go. 47, 47.
The drive starts with a run by Collins. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Start there, over here. Start there. Here we go. Wide 80.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Rush in.
They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Easy work. It's coming again.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Here we go. Wide 80. Hustle. 47.
And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. And McCoy loses the football. And the Jets have recovered.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth
you'd
quarter.
say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Let's get it. Hey, check 20. No. Check. Patriot. Watch him now, Barney.
Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Watch number 29, 29. Back 99, Philly, here we go. They're going to need some therapy after this.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And he's got his target. That's more. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Gun! Fresno! Check 99! Check 99!
On 1st down, it's Darnold. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see...
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And Darnold wants to throw the football, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
you